Hey everyone, so I'm back again for another video, and this time around I have a whole bunch of toys to show you guys. So these are all toys that I picked up over the last week, and let's get into it. The first thing I have, I got it from a Value Village, and the box is kind of messed up, but almost all the parts were inside except for uh, one bit of plastic, and it also had a whole bunch of extra accessories and stuff. It's Battle B-Daman Direct Hit Battle Lightning Con version. I have a couple of these from back when the show was playing on TV, and they recently remade this, or they made a new series based on this. But yeah, they had this for $2.99, and it had a whole bunch of the marbles and a lot of these sort of target things. I'm not entirely sure what they're called, but all that stuff was in here, and I went ahead and got that. They also had the sort of main character one, but it was missing nearly everything. In fact, it only had two of its feet and all the sort of plastic, the punch out plastic parts. Like they're sort of like the Gundam wing sets where you make your own mechs out of a set, and it was just all the extra sort of plastic trim parts that are garbage, and then the instruction manual for it. Next up, I found this here. It's a Skylander Swap Force Mega Bloks character. It is, what's his name? Washbuckler. They also had the other one that it shows on the back of here. I actually don't know what his name is, but this guy here, they had him too, and this one was, sorry, $2.99. The other one was $2.99 also, but when I opened up the other one, he was missing one of his like horn things, so I left that one behind. Kind of sucks that I wasn't in there, because it seems like these two, you can swap them with each other, like their torsos with their legs. And yeah, there's a couple other things in here that they're advertising there as well. But yeah, for $2.99, I thought, why not? And it actually looks pretty decent. Let me just grab it over here for you guys to see it. Um, and that's what he looks like. And like, I mean, it's pretty decent quality, and he sticks together well, and even his little weapon thing is pretty cool. So I thought for $2.99, why not? Next up, I found these here, and I'll say first they're walkie-talkies. I don't usually buy walkie-talkies because there's no point to it really, but actually I'm not entirely sure if these are even walkie-talkies, because on the back of them it says, well, there's a guide for Morse code. So I'm not sure if maybe these are just supposed to signal out in Morse code to each other, but they're sort of Batman walkie-talkies. And yeah, like I think it is just Morse code, because I haven't been able to locate a microphone on this. There might be a microphone somewhere and I'm just missing it. But it has these two big buttons on the side and these two little buttons on the front there. And these were $1.99 in a bag together, so I went ahead and grabbed these as well, just because they're Batman. But if anybody knows anything else about these, just let me know. Next, I went to a Shoppers Drug Mart, and while I was at the front at the registers, I saw this here. It's one of these Mashems things, and this one was a Ninja Turtle set, and this is a foot soldier. Um, yeah, it was just kind of weird, and I thought, hey, why not? It looks kind of interesting, so I'll get one. And I got one of the cruddiest, most basic characters in all of Ninja Turtles, so that kind of sucked. But it is one of these sort of blind bag situations, so you don't know what you're gonna get. Next up, I went to a yard sale. I found this on pretty much just the ground, and I asked the lady there if she had the set that this came with, but she didn't. I asked her if she could ask her kid too. He didn't know anything about it, so I have no idea where this thing must have come from. But it also sucks that they didn't have any of the other parts that goes with this. It's a battle chip for the Mega Man Battle Network PET sort of virtual pet thing. Uh, it was just this thing on its own, and they're like, you can just have it. So I went ahead and grabbed that. But I started looking online to see what the prices were for the PET. That's the name of the sort of reader for this. And the prices are just insane when you can find them. Like, they are on a couple of internet toy websites, like Toy Wiz, but the prices are just way too high. I had seen the TV show that these were featured on when I was a kid. Well, actually, about 12 years ago, I believe. And I always wanted one back in the day, but at the time I had recently gotten a Digivice, and I couldn't really ask my mom for pretty much the same toy within a short period of time. So I never got one. And then, sorry about that, the last thing I got at a yard sale also, I saw this guy, he had a whole bunch of different stuff. I saw some video games, just very, very cruddy sports games. So I asked him if he had anything else, but he had a couple of Super Nintendo games inside. He was not willing to sell at all. He was actually collecting Super Nintendo games, so I didn't bother him anymore about that. I did though ask him if he'd be willing to sell any of the games that he had inside, but once he made it abundantly clear that he has a lot of sentimental sort of value associated to those games, I just stopped. He had a ton of Hot Wheels, brand new Hot Wheels, in the front, in this like big bucket thing, and I went through them and I picked out 5. He had them for $1 each, so I went ahead and picked 5. The first one here is this Mars Rover Curiosity Hot Wheel. It just looks kind of interesting, so I went ahead and grabbed that one. Next is the 2008 First Edition's Drag Tour. Like, I just picked all the weirdest looking ones. Next is the 2005 First Edition's 5 of 10 X Racers. This is a sort of see-through blue car with gigantic wheels. Next is Custom 71 El Camino. It's just this weird black El Camino with gigantic things shooting out of the back of it there. Some weird exhaust. And then this sort of powder blue, it's this 2008 First Edition's prototype H24 car. It just looked kind of weird, so I just felt like, you know what, I will get this one. Usually I only buy sort of limited edition or weird crossover Transformers, Hot Wheels, sort of like the DC Comics or the Marvel Hot Wheels sort of skinned cars, and I don't usually collect Hot Wheels, but every so often when I see them sort of brand new like that, I go ahead and grab some, especially if they're going to be about $1 or less. But yeah, that's all I got in terms of toys. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And check out my Facebook, my Twitter, my website. They're all linked in the description below. And that's it. See ya.